The last few weeks, everything's been going kind of screwy with me. I don't know what's going on. You know, you just sort of have those weeks where just everything you touch breaks, or something goes wrong, or the scheduling or something. The weather hasn't been all that great either. We've had a pretty rough few weeks with the weather. But one of the things I've been wanting to show was, this is really cool. So I got this for Christmas from my son-in-law. And I just thought it was so cool. I really don't want to wear it just yet, but isn't that neat? Coffee and tools, and it's a shirt. So you'll probably be seeing me wearing it pretty soon. But right now, I'm still hanging it up. And the reason is really strange, but generally when it comes to working around the shop, you don't want to wear your good shirt. Yeah. Hi everyone, this week at Coffee and Tools, I'm going to do the Stihl chainsaw. Usually when the tool comes in, if it's even fairly new or newer, you know, a lot of times it's just replacing an old tool or something like that. This one had some cool features, and one thing that really jumped out at me is Stihl chainsaws now have what they call the Easy Start, and I thought, man, we need to, you know, show that one off a little bit, because I'll tell you the truth, I was so surprised when I saw how easy it is to start the chainsaw. Who thought of that? So, wow. So let's get one out. Got a brand new one here. Got a little bit of fuel in it. This is the Stihl chainsaw. This is a big engine, small on the bite. I think it's a 14-inch blade on this one. And what it is you can get different size engines for, say, a 14. So we went with the biggest engine, but the 14. Because really, if it's bigger than 14, I'm going to call somebody and say, here, you cut the darn thing down for me. I'm not going to go there. But to start these up now, they are so cool. Let's just check this out. Instead of pulling and pulling and pulling your guts out, all you do is take this thing out very slowly, casually, sort of pull it on up. It preloads and then hits the starter after a spring is wound up to crank the chainsaw. So in other words, you never really have to fight this little guy at all. And so I'm going to, actually we'll just sort of set it up so it's ready to go. And I'll just demonstrate, if I can, right here how easy it is to start this guy up. Look at this. And that was it. That was all you had to do. You probably heard the chainsaw. So we'll do it one more time, just catch everybody at home, kind of listen to it. But as you wind this up, suddenly it just cranks the saw. So instead of me sitting here and pulling my hands out and getting all sore here and stuff, you just sort of pull this thing out very casual, very slow, and there you go. And you hear it. It cranks the chainsaw as you pull it out. And it cranks at high speed, so, you know, it gets it started kind of thing. I tried to make sure that was shut off so it wouldn't start on me, because I don't need a chainsaw running in the middle of my wood shop right now. But I just thought this is something we need to talk about. There's some other cool features that the Stihl people did. You don't even need a tool to, per se, adjust or tighten up your blade. It's all done through this mechanism here. And again, it's really simple, easy. Once you learn how to do this, there's really nothing to it. This baby comes with apparently a 2-year warranty if you use their oil, which, hey, you got to buy oil. May as well buy it from them. So I've got their oil and their fuel, and so I'm all set to cut some big bad lumber, probably when the weather gets a little warmer. Right now it hasn't been that great, but if you are thinking about a chainsaw in the next little while and you want to go out and buy one, I really recommend go out and look at the Stihl and check out this really super easy start situation, because I think it's absolutely terrific. And see if you can get from a dealer, because when you go to the dealer, not only did I get the warranty, but every time I take the chainsaw back, if I need the blade sharpened, anything adjustment, it's like $7. Yeah, I'm not going to get that from just some Joe Blow place. So this, as it turns out, has been a very interesting item, very good tool, and I'm going to be using it a lot once the weather gets a little nicer. Another feature, of course, we've got the little rubber bulb. Funny enough, the dealer told me, you see a little bit of fuel in there, give it like one push. Don't give it any more. You really don't need to sit there and, you know, gushy, gushy, gushy or something, or count to 10 or 5, whatever, or 7.5, you know, pushes will make the saw go. So he said, once you see a little bit of fuel in the bulb, you get that once, he says, we're done. Chances are, he says, you probably won't even get that far with it, who knows. But there was some really, really, really nice features with the saw, and I really like the way that Stihl has addressed some of the problems that you and I all go out there with chainsaws, and so easy to use it like this. So I really think, man, Stihl, from Coffee and Tools, you did a fabulous job putting this design together. Really loved it. Okay, everybody. Now, pretty soon we'll probably get a whole bunch of these, but right now I'm worried about getting this one dirty, tore up, or anything out here in the shop, because I do get into some messy sawdust jobs. So I wanted to show you that. I don't know if, yep. And man, that is so cool. I love that. Now if we can get the baseball cap to match, don't really need to go there. Hey, from Coffee and Tools this week, thanks, and hopefully we'll see you next week.